and the Green Bay Packers, taking on Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for Mercedes.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Devin Funchess, 82 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
We see Matthew Stafford, the one-time Georgia Bulldog, set to pilot the offense of the Detroit Lions.
When I think of Matthew Stafford in Detroit, I think of numbers, and I mean passing numbers. 40,000 yards passed in his career last year before a back injury landed him on the IR after just 8 games. And to show his value to the team, The Lions lost all 8 games started by either Jeff Driscoll or David Blau. They need a healthy Matthew Stafford in order to compete in the NFC North.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Second and 13. Stafford. And this will be incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And it's third down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On fourth down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox. Tyler Irvin back deep. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Well, the Green Bay offense heading back out, and you look back to 2019 for the Packers, a 13-3 finish. They had the first round bye, a playoff win. Couldn't get past the 49ers in the NFC title game, but it was a team that seemed to be maybe a few pieces away. But then came the shocker on draft night. Jordan Love taken in the first round, and the talking heads, they made that the story of the offseason. And then I asked you about it, Charles. What did you make of the selection, and what do you make of their chances in 2020?
Well, I know that they can say that they were trying to recreate history. Remember, Brett Favre was fully entrenched when they drafted Aaron Rodgers, and he sat for 3 years before he started. And that's worked out well for Green Bay. But for a team that made the NFC Championship game, needed help with the receivers, and especially on defense against the run, I was very surprised that they took Jordan Love out of Utah State to be a backup quarterback to Aaron Rodgers. Because remember, guys who have had 4,000 yards or more passing in the season with 5 interceptions or less, pretty short list. It's Aaron Rodgers last year and Aaron Rodgers the year before. I don't know why you wouldn't compliment what he does and add to your team that way.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
Rodgers pass.
Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and you worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
At their own 18.
Well, the Lions offense going back to work. Detroit 3-12-1 last year. Of course, a lot of that due to Matthew Stafford missing the back half of the season. But now this is now year 3 of the Matt Patricia era, and he's 9-22-1 so far. So the Patriot way does not seem to have caught on, at least to this point. What do you see for them in 2020?
Well, they've got to get the defense figured out first and foremost because they were allowing 400 yards a game, 2nd worst in the NFL, and they were the worst against the pass. And you and I both know it's a passing league. So they drafted Jeff Okudah out of Ohio State, the number 3 overall pick at corner. That will help them. Offensively, we know they can be really good. Kenny Golladay and Marvin Jones outside, T.J. Hawkinson in his 2nd year at tight end. And now they've got to see if the rookie running back, DeAndre Swift, can really elevate the running game and help out quarterback Matthew Stafford.
Well, those guys and others hoping to stop that drought. They have not won a playoff game in 28 years. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Terrific catch and a big chunk of yardage gained by Kenny Golladay, and that's exactly what he does. That's why he's so dangerous downfield. Highest average yards per reception among NFC receivers in 2019, over 18 yards per catch. He has the length and really has a nose for the football, especially when they put the ball in the air and he goes up and gets it.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
It's funny, partner, you often hear how tough it is for a rookie receiver to adjust to the NFL. I think the same is true for tight ends. You're asking them to do a lot in the NFL game with the additional blocking that many of them didn't have to do in college. And T.J. Hawkinson, he was a number 8 overall pick in 2019 and had a good rookie season with 32 catches. I expect that number to go way up as he gets more comfortable with the NFL game. A nice catch right there for a 1st down.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Packers' 49-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Faking to give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Here's Amendola now. Jet sweep.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Tackled at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Stafford. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Lions 3.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Urban on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, but it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
One of the underrated aspects of Davante Adams' game is his toughness. He had to battle his way through injury last year, and while his numbers may have dipped, he was still the #1 target for the Green Bay Packers and their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, and still one of the best receivers in the league. Constantly works on his footwork, constantly works on how he gets away from defenders in order to get open. He's a guy that number 12, his quarterback, trusts implicitly.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Mercedes Lewis.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, All I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now there's a target that just about any quarterback would like to throw to. Devin Funchess, one of the big-body receivers in the league who can go up and get it. Former Carolina Panther, played one game with the Indianapolis Colts in 2019 before breaking his collarbone. Excellent hands, monster target, kind of forgiving target for a quarterback. The Packers really need him to develop and give them another option on the perimeter.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
51.
Rodgers again now. It's caught by Funchess. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. 7 yards there and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Flushed out right. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on the passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Extra point try now for Crosby. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
And Detroit getting set to go now. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
So we have have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Stafford. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
And inches at the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Desmond Trufant.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier, brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
8 yards to go on second down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
At the 33-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The throw over the middle taken in. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
13 now. They work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll be brought down in what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Devin Funchess. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And it's 21-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the result, a Green Bay score.
3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Agnew on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. On 1st down, it's Stafford. And incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing again is Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Complete.
8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
8-yard pickup.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To the air again, Stafford. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Stafford.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Again, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Stafford. Looking downfield for Joe. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Oh, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Aaron Jones.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. Those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Complete. This is Lewis. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. After the penalty, it's Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
3rd and 4.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Coming for the sun. I'm coming for the sun. Where's Mike? Give up the ball.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
On the keeper.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you look back over the score sheet. Interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.